Everyone, a presentation on the topic of rapid tooling. We go to the topic of rapid tooling. First of all, we know what actually it is. It is nothing but rapid prototyping and conventional tooling work together to form a mold quickly. The duration of producing molding time is very low, so we go to this method. It is also used to prepare models from CAD at a lower cost compared to other manufacturing methods. Categories of rapid tooling. First, we go to the indirect method. In this process, master pattern to produce mold or die. Examples are vacuum casting, wax injection molding, cast resin tooling, sprayed steel. Next, we go to the direct method. In this type, additive process build the actual process. Examples of SS injection molding. Some of them did not hear the term SS. What actually it is, accurate clean epoxy solid. DMLS, direct metal liner sintering. It is the net shape fabrication of prototype, plastic injection molding and die cooling. Next, laminated cooling. What is the actual advantage of rapid tooling over conventional tooling? Time is much shorter, at most 1/5 of the conventional tooling. Much lesser than conventional tooling. Cost below 5% than conventional tooling. Next, tool life is so higher than this. Next, tolerances are more wider than conventional tooling method. How does it works? It contains three major components: injection molding machine, raw plastic and machine mold. The raw plastic is melted into the injection molding machine and then injected into the mold where it cools and solidifies into the final part. Once the part has cooled, it solidified and finalized the process. Actually, in that world, if a person usable to you, then only you recognize them. It is also agreeable for products also. First, we know about the merits. Advantages of rapid tooling. High volume manufacturing. More output can be compared to other manufacturing methods. Next, wide range of material. Most thermoplastic, thermosets and silicons are also injection molded here. Next, reduced process. Complex assembly. A complicated process can be tied up with one of the process here. Repeatability. The mold can produce large number of products without wearing out. It is reusable. Materials used in rapid tooling. First, nylon GF. Thermoplastic with great mechanical properties and high chemical and abrasion resistance. Next, polypropylene. Most common material, high chemical reactants. Produce chain growth polymerization from monomer propylene. It belongs to the group of polyolefin and is partially crystalline and non-polar. PS6. It is polyamide 6, otherwise called polycaprolactane. High degree of toughness, great surface finish, fatigue strength, high strength and rigidity. PA12, also known as nylon 12. It is a general use plastic with a broad additive application, low moisture absorption, high dim strength, flexibility. It is used in injection molders because it is long lastingly. The mechanical strength going to be high. HDPE, high density polyethylene. It is well suited for range of blow, injection and rotational molding. The applications are crates and pallets, automatic components, bottles and caps, toys. The properties are high strength to density ratio, impact resistant, long lasting. LDPE, low density polyethylene, used to produce range of general purpose and high performance application, blown and cast film, extrusion and coating. The properties are good impact resistance, lightweight and high strength. POM, polyoxymethylene, semi-finished products in a form of POM sheets, POM rods, POM tubes and pipes. Properties are high temperature resistance, better chemical resistance, good dimensional stability. ABS, acrylonitrile butadiene styrene, common thermoplastic polymer. Glass transition temperature is approximately 105 Celsius. Amorphous and no true melting point. Properties of high impact resistance, low density, low cost. Reinforced with glass fibers. Common applications of rapid tooling is it is used for making both metallic and non-metallic molds. Next, SLS technology. It is the latest technology invented in sand casting shapes and cores. Next, it is used for the applications of electrodes for EDM process and making of marking stamp, production of hybrid patterns for casting and producing splittering tools. Silicon rubber tooling technology. Usually made with rapid prototyping techniques, 3D printing, stereolithography and laser sintering. First, pattern is designed among 3D CAD. CAD model is modified in a special software which slices into layers and generates among 2D drawings. The pattern is then manufactured with selected technology. The surface pattern is improved because silicon rubber reproduces it perfectly. Speaking of silicon, Foremost step is selection of an appropriate silicon rubber for the mold. It has toughness at high temperature, high service temperature, high compression strength, and values in dynamic mechanical properties and tensile fatigue behavior. A study on SS curves is necessary to confirm the material selection. The calculation of weight of silicon and catalyst prepared before mixing. The amount of silicon rubber is calculated with the volume of silicon mold and density of the chosen silicon rubber. The pattern and cured silicon are placed inside the mold box. The SI rubber is mixed with the catalyst and poured into the box. The curing process starts. Total time depends upon the thickness of the mold. Unlike other type of mold, the partition line is generated also here. It is created at the time of cutting and demolding the pattern. The mold box can help to determine the partition according to mold design condition for thermoplastic. Advantage: use of soft material in the mold. Negative undercuts can be included without problem due to flexibility of the material. Disadvantage: mold life initiation, which restricts the number of pieces to small batches. Injection of pots. Products injected in the silicon rubber mold must have a melting temperature lower than the high service temperature of silicon. Higher the temperature of pot material, lower the mold lifetime. A thermoplastic, thermosets, low temperature metals and silicon rubber are processed in this kind of mold. Due to low stability properties in comparison with standard steel used in the manufacturing of mold, in-stem studies employed silicon rubber reinforced with fiberglass to improve the stability properties, which increase the number of pots can be produced and the lifetime of the mold. Epoxy-based composite tooling. Produce the master pattern usually with a rapid prototyping process. Identifying the potting line, produce a nesting fixture to hold the pattern in place, which is usually made of wood, must be substantial enough to hold the pattern securely. Cut and attach pieces of wood to follow the potting line. Depending upon this, the might require to need 10 to 15 pieces. Use wax to fill the gaps and cracks between the pattern and pieces of wood. Fill with 35% epoxy and 65% aluminum composite material to complete the first side of the material. Remove the pattern and run off. Position the pattern back into the finished side of the mold. Produce the opposite side of the mold. There is no need to produce a runoff. Metal tooling. It is very similar to aluminum filled epoxy process. In this process, against OLP pattern, low temperature metal alloys are sprayed. A thin metallic coating is then all sprayed on the resultant mold surface. It gives higher strength and maximum tool life. It is used for making large pots and then less shrinkage and highly accurate sinks. Some of the other indirect methods used in rapid tooling. First, cast Kirkzite. Similar to epoxy based composite tool, additional to that, two reversals are required to permit the creation of tool in more durable method. Shrink compensated master pattern of pot produced. The material of rubber or urethane is then cast against the pot patterns, core and cavity set, which will be cast in Kirkzite. Plaster is then cast against the core and cavity pattern to create mold into which Kirkzite is cast. Once Kirkzite is cast into the plastic mold, the plaster is broken away, Kirkzite core and cavity are fitted into a mold piece. CD method. Powder metal process used to make injection mold, inserts and other durable tooling from master pattern. It is similar to spray metal tooling. First of all, we create master pattern. It was unpermittable for silicon casting. The casting was done with tool steel, tungsten carbide or epoxy mixture. It was burn out of binder and infiltration with copper in and woven. Next, the tool is ready for insertion. Reaction injection molding. It is similar to injection molding, but one difference is here we use thermosetting polymers. The process requires a curing reaction where occurs within the mold. Two highly reactive liquid monomers are carefully metered together in a mixture and immediately injected within a heated mold under low pressure. The mixture is allowed to place within the mold long enough and expand and cure. Tooling. RSP means rapid solidification process. First, we create plastic mold using SLA, stereolithography, and then we make mold with either epoxy tooling and spray metal onto it. Most of the cases, ceramics are used as a main material. We atomize the metal down to a smaller size, microns. When the metal hits ceramic, because of small size of droplets, they freeze very quickly and the rapid solidification process occurs easily. The process results in extremely fine grained structure and alloys generally stay in solution, very little internal stress.